Right now, today, there are specific used vehicles sitting on Facebook Marketplace and at private sales across America that the dealership industry, the software subscription ecosystem, and the automotive surveillance machine cannot touch, cannot track, cannot remotely disable, cannot financially destroy you with after the warranty expires. And they are sitting there at prices that will never exist again after the next 12 months. Because a threshold is being crossed right now that most buyers do not understand. And by the time they do, the opportunity will already be gone. This is the 15-year loophole. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, exactly which vehicles it applies to, and exactly how to execute it before the window closes permanently. To understand the loophole, you first have to understand what happens to a vehicle at 15 years old. The original manufacturer warranty is completely expired on every single component. The first and second owners who paid full retail price for these vehicles have already moved on to whatever the dealership sold them next. Depreciation has hit absolute rock bottom. And here is the critical part. The vehicles are old enough that dealer service departments have stopped treating them as primary revenue targets, but they are young enough that every replacement part is still in full production. Every independent mechanic in the country understands the platform completely, and the mechanical architecture has zero proprietary software locks that require dealer authorization to service. This is the sweet spot. Old enough to be affordable, young enough to be fully supportable. And in 2025, the vehicles entering this sweet spot are the 2009 and 2010 model years. Now here is what makes this particular window different from every other used car buying opportunity. The 2009 and 2010 model years represent the last generation of vehicles built before the automotive industry fully committed to the disposable engineering philosophy that defines everything rolling off assembly lines today. They were built before touchscreens replaced every physical switch in the cabin, before cellular modems started broadcasting your location and driving behavior to data brokers who sell it directly to your insurance company, before cylinder deactivation systems started grinding cam lobes, flat inside engines with 80,000 miles on them, before continuously variable transmissions replaced real gearboxes with metal belts that turn into metallic powder under stress. The 2009 and 2010 vehicles use physical keys, analog gauge clusters, real mechanical switches for the climate controls that you can replace for $12 at a junkyard when they break, instead of $3,500 at a dealership when the touchscreen module fries. They use traditional automatic transmissions with real planetary gear sets and hydraulic valve bodies that a competent independent mechanic can rebuild on a bench with hand tools. And critically, they were built before the telematic surveillance infrastructure was mature enough to be standard equipment. Your 2009 Tundra is not reporting your hard-braking events to LexisNexis. Your insurance company is not getting a monthly data package from your truck's cellular modem. You own the vehicle completely. The data pipeline does not exist. So what exactly do you buy? If you need a truck, the 2009 to 2010 Toyota Tundra with the 5.7-liter 3UR-FEV8 is the single strongest argument in this entire conversation. This engine has no cylinder deactivation, no turbochargers, no active fuel management equivalent. It is a naturally aspirated V8 with a cast iron block that independent reliability data consistently shows crossing 300,000 miles on routine maintenance alone. Clean examples are currently sitting at $6,000 to $12,000 on private sale markets. In 18 months, that pricing will be a memory. If you need a heavy-duty work truck, the 2009 to 2010 Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD with the 6.0-liter Vortec gas engine is what mechanics buy for themselves, not the diesel, the gas. The 6.0 in the heavy-duty application runs at full displacement at all times. No AFM, no cylinder deactivation, cast iron block. Conservative power output for the displacement. Fleet mechanics who service these engines for a living report 250,000 miles with nothing beyond oil changes and wear items. Current private sale pricing sits between $10,000 and $18,000. That is a full-size heavy-duty work truck for the price of a 3-year-old economy car payment. If you need a daily driver sedan, the 2009 to 2010 Honda Accord with the 2.4-liter K 244 cylinder is the closest thing to a mechanical guarantee that the used car market offers. The K24 engine uses a timing chain instead of a fragile interference belt. It mates to a traditional hydraulic automatic with real physical gears. Honda built this drivetrain to a standard that modern automotive accountants would never approve. Owners routinely report 200,000 miles with zero major mechanical work. Private sale prices on clean examples currently start at $5,000. Here is how you execute the loophole. You do not finance. Financing a 15-year-old vehicle at current interest rates transforms a smart purchase into a financial trap. You save $5,000 to $12,000 in cash, depending on which vehicle you are targeting. You buy directly from private sellers. You look for one-owner examples with documented maintenance history. You pay an independent mechanic $100 to perform a pre-purchase inspection before you hand over $1. And you avoid the clean but undisclosed auction vehicles that look perfect in photos and hide expensive problems underneath. The window is not permanent. Every month that passes, the cleanest examples of these specific vehicles get absorbed by buyers who already understand what they are looking at. The supply tightens. The prices follow. This exact sequence already happened with 1990s trucks. It is happening right now with early 2000s trucks. The 2009 and 2010 model years are the next wave, and the market has not caught up yet. The guy who finds a clean 2009 Tundra for $7,000 today is going to watch that vehicle appreciate, while the person who financed a 2024 truck at 8% interest watches their asset lose $15,000 in value over the same period. Which 2009 or 2010 vehicle are you targeting? Drop it in the comments. If you are done letting a finance manager and a software subscription decide what you are allowed to drive, hit subscribe. We will see you in the next one.